It could be a swap and then suddenly go away.
It could be, but you can also be ready for that because teams don't generally wait that long with a swap, just because everyone is stressing to get out. But I think getting the Tidehunter solo against Void would be amazing, but seems Team TINKERINO gonna run it safe though. Everyone rushing up to the top lane. Word's being given to Sing Sing, who's gonna be heading down to bottom, I assume. Maybe it's aggressive here for ASC actually. That's awkward. If they go aggressive and face up against the tri-lane, they've managed to miss dodge, right? Because they want to dodge Team TINKERINO.
I think so as well. But I mean, it's kind of a relief, right? If you come up here and you see that they're going defensive, you can just make the transition before the creep wave even comes.
So far they see it because they dropped the ward and perfect vision on Team Tinker.
I mean, there is actually no reason to be here unless you're going defensive, right, from Team Tinkers. So if they have that information, I already call that a win for 4ASC, because like you said, they do not want to go up against a triple range Drow tri-lane.
Yeah, that's true. So 4ASC with a little bit more information, even though JerAx did show himself before dropping that ward, he actually snuck behind the corner just to drop it. So they couldn't be entirely sure where the ward went down in the end. Boogie should have seen that ward being dropped, at least the observer ward.
The battle begins.
Going down from the Dire. But these lanes are still gonna favor... Okay, they're actually still switching. Sing Sing is heading up to top lane.
Wait, Tinker is leaving.
Yes.
Okay, is this some like next level where they think that
they
they're
think
dodging?
that we think that the other team thought.
No, they don't think that we think anything.
But they think that...
That's true.
4FC thought... Alright, this is getting...
Either way, how will it actually even end up? Because Tide going up against the tri-lane is still sacrificing the Tide. You will get farm on your Drow in your bottom against the Jakiro. But it's not a massive win for Team TINKERINO laning stage, I think. And it also opens up the rotations towards mid lane for both teams. And maybe it's a little bit easier to gank for the Ember in the very early stage.
Yeah, I would say so. Storm is a pretty easy gank for Ember once you have like one support rotating in. But Trixi's gonna get a game where he actually gets farmed. Oh, Sing Sing walks right next to JerAx. Gotta be careful there.
Yeah, Sing Sing has taken some ganks in his days. He's like, nah, there could totally be someone sitting around. Just gonna be a solo support this time though. Walks into the Rubick. A good awareness by Sing Sing not to just walk down on the lane. If there was two supports sitting around, he would be an easy pickoff.
Yep.
That's when you know you've been playing the sacrificial role too long. You get used to these ganks. Miss D ward here on Team TINKERINO. No lane ward for ASC as they drop both the wards on Team Tinker's side of things.
They are doing an excellent job keeping Jakiro under level and under farmed.
I mean, this is what's expected, right? I mean, worst case scenario, I mean, they rotate BuLba away to sit behind qojkva mid in case there's ever any like additional pressure coming out. Because the Storm is actually pretty gankable, I think.
Yes, I would agree. But he's also doing a really good job just harassing on mid lane, punching away at Matumbaman.
And that searing change was actually very lucky because there were 3 targets there. And he hit 2 of them. Or the one that he wanted, basically, out of the 3 that was there. I mean, having Drow or 2 on the Storm early game, I mean, he hits for 72 damage. And it's 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Drow is a hero that always helps you win other lanes. Not Sing Sing's lane, though. Poor guy.
Unfortunately, he is not ranged.
Actually sacrificed. Yeah, but he is going to get a little bit of a self-free farm against Trixi, and without JerAx being there, I imagine Tidehunter's going to actually be able to catch him a lot. Invis Rune's going to come out here. Vaalix is going to use that Invis gank.
Actually, Gravetoad's going to go off. Surprise, JerAx. Let's go for the straight lift. But Coconut comes out. EGM getting quite low. Who's going to get the first blood? It's actually going to be Team Tinker by just a tiny bit.
Pajkatt now,
he wants to get out of here. The auto attacks are doing a ton of damage. Pajkatt trying to get into pause, but no, it's not going to work.
The body block against. Do they have lift coming cooldown? Not even close. Yeah. And the return gank's going to come through here. So Assumption
he's got 3 poisons.
Yep. Well, actually, the turnaround here from the TP.
What is this lane?
One more right click. Can they get it? Oh, it's going to be close.
No,
1 HP.
Oh
yeah, 1
my
HP
God.
as he walked away there. BuLba going to be happy to live there.
Well, I think the reason why 4FC did okay in that exchange was really restoration. Heals so much in those long engagements.
It's amazing, really. It's so much better in the early engagements than putting a point in Melodic, for example.
Middle lane,
Solo kill.
Get the solo kill on qojkva.
Even though he dies afterwards, that's massive.
Yeah.
Recovering his lane. Because he was 21 for 2 against 14 and 1, so Matumbaman was falling behind, but getting a solo kill there, he's even ahead in experience now, and his lane is pushing, so very nice play. That aggression.
Trixie's being ultra aggressive.
Oh no, he cancelled TP! qojkva
no.
with the misplay.
Top lane though, Trixie is moving constantly behind. It's going to be a jump forward, getting a slow. Here comes Matumbaman. A TP on the top lane is going to secure them the kill. Matumbaman gets it. Kind of pays for the TP and does a good old Drasco. I get your lane. Here's some little lane tax. Creep kills.
I love to see that.
It's well known that when you gank someone else's lane successfully or unsuccessfully, you are allowed to take few creeps.
That's actually terrible.
That's how it works, no matter what type of hero you play.
I've done that so many times I've actually lost count.
Yeah. And it's not 1/10 that you take. You take the entire creep wave.
Take it all. Alright, Trixi just casually walking by qojkva here in middle lane. No spear. Bottom though. A bit of an engagement here.
Trying to catch up here, but he can get one frost arrow, but so tanky heroes over on 4 ASC. Very difficult to chase for more EGM.
No, top lane hits triple remnant. Do you buyback and come in for this? Is there buyback available? Never mind that. Bottom lane, the fight's gonna break out. Looks like 2 supports straight to kill here. Pajkatt being worked. That's 4 stacks. And he knows he's dead.
Oh, he stopped his fist pump though.
Okay, one more hit. No, but look at this frost arrow. It's doing so much work. Boogie's trying to juke around the trees, but the trees lie. They still see him. Trixi, the poison giving a little bit of vision. One more hit will do it. Oh, okay. He's gonna try to hide, but there's no hiding. Yeah. Stay in the trees, Boogie. Stay in the trees.
And Matumba did jump up under a tower on top as well, but he cannot find the Tide. Tide casually walking away.
Oh,
he jumps even more aggressively.
Chain's gonna come through. TP out. I don't think that's...
Yeah, he got it.
Okay.
Easy TP out. Anchor Smash takes away so much of your damage. What is this game, man? 5 minutes in, already 12 kills?
Yeah, but the kills are going very much in the favor of Team Tinker.
Yeah, and the laning phase as well. Like the 3 cores on Team Tinker are still farming better than 3 cores of 4 ASC, and they're ahead in kills. And Drow's not even 6, just hit it right now, which means that marksmanship aura is going to change a lot.
They need a TP top, jump her, get a chrono, and get a kill right now. And Trixi is in position. You just need a little bit more.
They have no one really available to go there. They could, of course, leave bottom now with Boogie or someone, but they need more, I think, than just a support.
Oh, looks like Trixi will jump away instead.
And I gotta take it easy, as of course EGM switched up top as well. Gonna do some pulls now. He needs his level 6 pretty badly.
I would say a lot of these supports in this game needs level 6, but yeah, EGM looking to pick that one up top. I didn't expect the Shadow Demon to be this effective in the trial engagement. Those poison stacks.
Oh,
They're just walking right into them.
He had 4 on both the supports at the same time. Yeah. Like, that's impressive, actually, that both supports were standing so close together that you were able to get 4 stacks.
Well, everyone is putting so much emphasis on just right-clicking each other, so it makes it a little bit easier for Shadow Demon to get the positioning right for those stacks. Helped him quite a bit. So now, Team TINKERINO trying to turn up the efficiency here, just jungle and farm and stack as much as possible. Well, of course, qojkva is going to be pretty fine on mid lane as well, just farming up.
Yeah, still hits for 100 damage, getting 31 damage right now from Precision Aura. So good.
Decent aura indeed. They could try mid soon again. They have both supports sitting around here, but it's so hard to catch a Storm Spirit. Even if you get the Searing Chains, he can still jump away.
Yeah, something said in the past about 4ASC is that if JerAx does not have an explosive start, 5 First Bloods in Phase 2 for when they play, they are generally in a lot of trouble. And in this particular game, I don't think we could say that JerAx had a good start.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he got 2 kills in the lane. I think that's a pretty good start, don't you?
I mean, normally when he, like, okay, I guess I'm comparing to, like, trapping a core into the cliffs or setting up First Blood for one of his cores. I guess he's doing well, but...
It's just the difference that they didn't win the bottom lane, and that was where he was, so he hasn't had the most impressive impact as opposed to, for say, BuLba, 3-0-2 on a Shadow Demon, doing really well in his team, so... I agree with Lumi. In games where you see JerAx get slowed down a little bit, 4ASC seem to struggle quite a lot.
Well, I mean, their solo lanes for a while were going pretty well, right? And then, like, bottom was just this constant skirmish. A lot of kills happening.
Here.
BuLba could be in some trouble. Here comes the remnant. Disruption comes out. Matumbaman has not used Searing Chains yet, so he's just got to chase. Should be able to get one guaranteed. qojkva thinking about coming in here, but decides against it. Matumbaman has got enough mana to retreat if he wants to. And
Yeah,
It's a killing spree, it's true.
yeah, very nice to get that killing spree from a support. Nice gold going their way, but they also committed so many heroes while the entire Team Tinker are just like, okay, we lost the support, we're still farming, we're still getting solo experience on top lane with a Visage. Now, of course, Drow joining him, and I think they got more out of it, even losing their Shadow Demon.
Everyone's gonna get siege up top. Birds are already online, so let's see VGM how he plays his Visage.
Birds are so scary.
Is he gonna be microing the birds for ganks? Is he gonna just stick it around his heroes? We'll see. Meanwhile, though, I mean, oh, it looks like we can see a disruption denied from BuLba.
what a player.
Against Liquid Fire and, you know, right clicks.
Yeah, very nice play. BuLba has really played well in this. I mean, he played good in the previous game as well. And very strong early game here. Very emotional player, BuLba.
I feel like BuLba, like every 3 games, he has one really, really good game and 2 solid games.
Yeah, that's true. Something like that.
I'm a little bit, like, not to change the subject, because BuLba's obviously having a good game, but I'm really worried about qojkva's Orchid timing, because a lot of the time you really want the Orchid to be, I don't know, in the next, like, 5 minutes max. I really don't feel like he's going to hit that. You know, like, I don't know if he's going to have the impact that he wants with his Orchid timing this game.
Yeah, he's going to be a little bit late, but I think in a game where you have Drow and Visage, Visage kind of turns into this semi-carry of a hero, dealing so much physical damage that even if one of your timings are a little bit late, you might still be fine. And Sing Sing will have his Blink Dagger very, very shortly, so obviously having Orchid would be great. Not going to argue against that. But they might still be fine.
Well, Trixi now actually level 8. He's got his ulti ready. He doesn't have any components or... Oh, no, he does have the Morbid Mass. Never mind.
Mid tower just dying here. Jakiro doing dragon things.
Well, might not be dying for long because the Blink Dagger is online for Tidehunter. A surprise Ravage can set everything up.
Dire's structures are
I mean, they glyphed it, so... I mean, you glyph tier 1s anyway.
They're sacking it anyway, so...
Yeah.
Gonna try and defend bottom as well against qojkva. Just JerAx keeping him for now. Tower is very low though. They're bringing in Jakiro as well. And that's a deniable tower.
Now speaking of Jakiro, I mean that's Yule's almost coming up. Gives you a very reliable way to set up the gank on Storm Spear if you want it.
Oh, he wants to get one? qojkva? Can he get it?
I mean, he's got to respect a lift.
Oh, they actually have vision on him as well with this ward. Little does he know. Okay, he doesn't go for it. He really wanted to, though. He has some help fixing it here.
Rabbit's gonna start the fight here. JerAx gets blown up. They need Vaalix as well, and they will get him. Ice Path's gonna come out, but the poison stacks are there, the right clicks are there, and it's gonna be Storm Spirit getting that double kill. So, you guys talked about him needing to get that Orchid. He is getting it very quickly.
Yeah, they're gods. The gold that you get when you take a one fight like that, you're gonna be so happy.
6.82, man. That gold.
Yeah, 2,800 gold all of a sudden over in the Storm Spirit. And there are so many squishy targets as well. Ember is obviously a squishy core. Witch Doctor really, really weak in this game. It's 250 or 587 HP.
Yep.
And Rubick is also a very good target.
We're going to see a very early Roshan from Team Tinker. And when you have Drow, when you have the Medallion of Courage on the Visage, yeah, this guy's going down quick. And
yeah, definitely. So, some nice experience there again. Of course, they took it for a tier 1 on top, but that's a very nice trade that we quite often see teams do when they're on the dire side. If you know the enemy is going for a tier 1 push top, just take the Roshan.
Yeah.
So hard to react to.
well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. 4FC losing the laning stage has not really done too well. And they need that magical comeback. They always look for it from Trixi. He does have the Chronosphere. Had it for a long time now. Have not connected on anybody just yet.
Do you think 4SC can really pressure too much here against the Aegis?
Tide Ravage is down for a little bit. But yeah, Storm not going to be the target. And I guess if you're not sieging, you're sticking around a little bit too long, right? So I guess they're looking to fight. Here comes Matumbaman going in hard here. Silence is going to be available. Blink Chrono, that's going to be on two, but the disruption actually went on the Drow, which nobody was focusing. Oh no, Trixi taking way too much damage. It's disengage time. Even Ember Spirit fought back for this. They got Storm Spirit and Aegis, but they might lose a little bit more. Here comes JerAx taking a ton of damage. There is no Ravage, but it should be up very, very soon. 9 seconds to be exact. I don't think they need the Ravage. qojkva is dropping low. qojkva's okay.
He needs to ulti if he can do.
He survives with like 1 health.
HP.
Oh, actually dies in the earth. No, he doesn't.
He actually lived because he got one little ball lightning off there. I think he saved his life.
Did like one take of the very last damage.
Exactly, like removed just a few points. Matumbaman going in after Sing Sing here. Sing Sing has been chased by his Ember Spirit before in this exact matchup.
Oh, Chain's gonna go on Pajkatt, but he's very, very tanky, so.
That was a surprise Drow Ranger. He was trying to get to Tidehunter and then like, oh, on the Drow instead.
So winning the fight that hard without Ravage, like, that's such bad news for 4ASC. Like, you did that poorly, and you didn't even have to fight into a Ravage. Sure, you killed qojkva once, which gives you an Aegis, and maybe you lose a lot of heroes because of that, but you knew that they had an Aegis going in, and Matumbaman still just went ham.
I think there was a really big disconnect between Trixi and the rest of the team. He got a 2-man Chrono, and he was beating on the Visage, but the rest of the team was focusing on the Storm, and so the Chrono was wasted. Trixi died immediately, and Matumbaman fought back.
Yeah, and Shadow Demon also did his job there. I mean, he saved the person who was hit by Chrono, making sure that no one dies to it, and of course punished really hard as these aggressive extents came from 4SC, but they want to do it again. This time though, Ravage is up. I don't think they can pressure up here. This is just a pointless effort.
Yeah, and EGM is getting closer and closer to the Aghanims. He's only about 1,400 away, which isn't much considering they're prioritizing him in lane right now, so things getting a little bit sketchy here for 4ASC, and they continue to play the aggressors. You can see their positioning. They do not want to give away any portion of their map, which I think is actually a good thing, but it still makes it a lot harder to effectively farm when you're constantly looking for engagements. So I'm not sure. Maybe they're just trying to space create here for Trixi and Matumbaman to make sure that they can try to get something here.
Yeah, well, I think they are, but
Storm Orchid is online.
Yeah.
So he got it at the same timing as last game, even though it looked like he would not have anything.
He was so
like
poor 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, he really didn't have any money.
I think he had about 1,000 GPM the last last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, at the very least, like 800-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, got a double kill, 1 objective on the tower, got a Roshan, and then got, 2-3 kills in the last fight top. Yeah, that'll give you a Orchid.
Yeah.
Looks like they want to fight again here. Trixi jumping, ready for the Chrono. He jumps in, Chrono, that's going to be on 2. Very good start so far. They want to burn down, but Blink and Ravage is going to cut off everybody. Ravage, no, Anchor Smash gets stolen because the Ravage comes a little bit later. And it's actually going to break up the supports on the backline. Here comes the Storm Spirit. He gets lifted, but I don't think it matters. He gets 1 kill. He's going to look for a little bit more soul assumption on JerAx, trying to TP out. The site's given here. 4-man down. Maybe 5, because Trixi does not have teleport scroll on CD. He's going to try to create a lot of space.
They got to ignore him and just go for a push maybe, or even just back off and pick up more items. They could realistically deal some damage to the tower, but maybe it's better to just back off and give no weaknesses here.
So I don't know if Sing did it on purpose, but I think he actually abused JerAx's insane reaction time to use an ability that looked like it might have been Ravage, so JerAx was forced to steal right away, because if it was Ravage, he would have gotten a hit.
He animation canceled it.
Yeah, because you have to do it so fast, right? So he actually baited him into stealing the wrong spell.
Yeah. That's really Sing Sing just playing at his top right now. Makes me happy to see, even in this game where he had a tough laning stage, he has recovered really well, has mana boots, blink, and mech finished up at 17 minutes, and everyone in Team Tinker is just thriving right now as they have all the gold going their way from towers.
Now, very different from last game and this game. 4SC could kind of hold their late game. Maybe they could hold their towers a little bit more effectively. They have more tools to do so. Chronosphere being, one of the best in the business. Also, macro power, not too bad at kind of slowing the push. So, with all that said, you think 4FC has to take it late? Need to farm up some items? Because they're not winning these fights now.
Well, if you want to take it late against Team Tinker's lineup, you need to take it like ultra late. Because in the mid game, a Drow Visage lineup peaks so hard between 30 to 45 minutes that it's not even fun. Like, you will actually get shredded by them. And with the amount of farm they have, with Aghanims already being online, their peak is gonna come even faster, so...
Is there any other option, though?
Well, they need to look aggressively for pickoffs and hope that Team Tinker are not gonna go together all the time. Maybe pick off the Storm when he doesn't have Aegis, like try and be innovative in finding someone. But other than that, I don't see Team Tinker losing a team fight.
Well, 4AFC is looking to initiate. They will find themselves a Shadow Demon, but that's not the pick you want. Well, I'm not even sure how they knew they were coming, but...
Just so smart.
Right. Visage is going to be their pick, which... I mean, that's alright. But,
Oh, he gets the birds! JerAx has the birds.
Oh my, alright. He's actually owning BuLba with those as well.
Well, he should use it now. Does he not have mana for that? Here comes Vaalix. There's an Orchid on JerAx. JerAx is going to lose the birds. I think he'd used it already. I'm not sure exactly where it went.
Yeah.
Vaalix is... well, here comes the Chronosphere, but... That's kind of like, oh shoot, I chrono, I need to get the hell out of here. He'll just walk home.
Throw a Chrono and run away despite having double damage.
Yeah. And
that could have been a
menace.
storm kill if he hit BuLba. Like if he hit all three, it would have killed somebody for sure.
Yeah. Well...
Wait, where are those birds? Are they
They
still
die.
on the
They
map?
die if you lose the ability.
Oh, I see.
Used to be Ember though. Used to be...
He almost killed BuLba with it. Like he got him 20% or something like that, and then he used the 2 stuns, and then he died before they came back up.
Yeah, he got the last hit on Visage as well with the birds. So...
Wait, you lose the birds when you lose the ultimate?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
So if you die, you lose it.
It goes away.
But for the bear, you know you can steal the summon bear, but when you steal the summon bear, you still keep the bear when you have a different spell. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you used to keep the birds as well, but I think that got
No, I
changed
think you
recently.
lose it, don't you?
The bear?
You lose the bear now too.
Yeah.
I think.
I just played the Rubick game the
Yeah.
other day. Okay, maybe I just...
I think you're drunk.
I'm drunk. Okay.
Yeah. Did you have something to drink before that game, Luke?
Just water, I guess.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Man, Drow Aura with Visage Birds is so
I mean, he has the birds
Oh
again.
no!
Okay.
How did he get him
Well,
twice?
EGM did not cast any spells,
Alright.
which is just
Just Grave Chill a creep.
lazy play, I guess.
Did not actually walk up to any creep before going down mid lane, so... Nice catch by JerAx, I suppose.
But does it actually matter though? Like having the birds is nice, but
They're probably gonna die now, because he put them down right in front of the enemy. Here, look at the birds, like...
Alright, it was
birds,
tactical. He wanted the
you
gold.
the fake ones.
dude, hey birds.
You don't have
Hey,
Drow Aura.
birds!
Oh, he traded one, so that's not too bad, I guess.
Gold acquired. qojkva going for his patented Lincolns every single game. He wants to go on Trixi here. Gets the Orchid off and the pull to boot. Should be extremely dead.
Extremely dead it is. I mean,
Yeah.
with the overload damage, along with the 53 from Drow Aura, he just hits so damn hard.
qojkva is now godlike.
Yeah, an 18.6 mana regen is also very nice for this Storm. So even though he just went for a kill, he doesn't really need to back for base. Also dropping his items to allow Sing Sing to heal more mana with
But
mana
he didn't
boots.
shred swap his strength.
Oh my god, Sing Sing, or qojkva, so inefficient.
Oh my goodness. Value lost.
Yeah, horrible mana boots. Either way, yeah, I don't see Team Tinker losing a team fight at all right now. You need to somehow delay the game a whole lot, which is why we see Rubick pushing top, probably calling out that we cannot defend, need to go pressure lanes, get some gold, but it's really desperate and this is looking grim for defense. Roshan will be up very soon.
I don't know if they can even get in position for it, honestly. Like, they need to get so much map control back in the next, like, minute if they want to even try to contest this without
Oh,
losing so much.
qojkva's gonna pick himself up.
Oh, he sees him with the ward.
Oh, there's jump, pull, easy.
I don't even think he had to Orchid that, actually. I think it would have just killed him.
Yeah,
He
he
took
would
240 damage.
without the overlord. Yeah.
Yeah. Might have been able to go for Matumbaman as well. But I don't know if he saw him, actually.
Well, he saw
well,
that,
he saw him go
he
into
saw
the
that he
camp.
was there previously,
Yeah.
but he also just wanted to get a quick kill and get out, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Roche is up now, Team Tinker know about it, and they will probably just head there and try to extend their advantage even more. But right now, I'm trying to find anything that's going for ASUS way, but it's really tough, and I don't think they have the heroes to win late game against Team Tinker, to be honest. Like, Visage and Drow is already a lot. Storm goes really well into the late game, and they have a good game on Tidehunter as well. So they brought down Roshan in like 12 seconds.
Alright, how about this? 5-man Chrono into 5-man Macropire.
Yeah, okay.
A Maledict on top.
Let's say they have the tools to do
Level
it.
one Maledict.
And then a Death Ward.
They have the tools to do it if Team Tinker go AFK. But if Team Tinker don't mess up horribly, I don't see any way for them to lose this game. But of course, high ground has to be forced, and Ice Path, Witch Doctor ulti, Fade Bolt, there's a lot of annoying things you could walk into.
I mean, this is where most games are lost, right? You have an advantage just going high ground.
Yeah,
That's true.
If there's ever a chance for 4AC to come back, it is now.
That's true.
I do definitely say that.
Has no fear.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, come at me. Let's look at the shot.
Battle Fury, not really enough to deal that much, and Tower is gonna go down on the first poke here. That's denied.
Denied.
Radiant's
Nice.
middle tower
Okay.
has been denied.
Void is behind them, and he wants to go. And I think it's the right attitude. You have to catch them here, win one fight. Else you're never gonna make a
They see
comeback
2
here.
target being exposed, but 2's not enough. You kind of need like 4 or 5. The smoke is broken on the backline here. qojkva loses about half his health. His Lincoln is down as well. Looks like Shadow Demon's checking with poison on behind, so they're kind of aware that Trixi's there, so Trixi cannot get into position. Now Vaalix gets caught out. Scepter's gonna bring himself up, but he's actually gonna die on the way back. No, nobody focus on them. qojkva dropping low, the Ice Pack will clip, they get his Aegis. That's a good way to start, but they lost the JerAx. Can they actually catch him on the retreat?
Oh, they're so spread out though. Trixi cannot find a good chance. They're also calling that he's behind here. BuLba is like, yo guys, I found him. He's right there. So they get the clean racks, double racks in fact, and back off. Sure, lost Aegis, but that is what you want to do with an Aegis, taking down the enemy racks anyway. Bloodstone is gonna be the next item as well.
I lost the Aegis just to make a slot for my Bloodstone.
Yes.
No problem.
The Blood God demands it. Oh, Sing Sing wants to go here. I'm not sure about it, but Storm first, okay.
Blink, no Ravage just yet. Scepter's already used. Is there
God,
any
he is
buyback?
hard.
No buyback indeed.
What an absolute monster, this Storm.
I kind of feel like maybe he would have
this
been better
the courier?
suited to just go. Oh,
Can I snipe it?
oh, it's got a perseverance on it. Do they see it?
They want it. I mean,
there's no way.
No.
It's way too hard to find that.
that Perseverance has to get to safety.
They are just hunting that poor courier right now. Okay, they gave up.
So, keep in mind that this game, they second pick the Storm.
Oh, EGM with a little bit of mismicro there, not really seeing that he runs straight into the Rubick, but he is probably gonna bring him down.
Oh, birds? For real?
Birds? Hey, birds.
Hey, birds! Yeah, he's dead. So, they kill EGM, lose the support anyway. The only bright side is that I don't really think that Team Tinker want to try to go for a second set of racks right now.
Well,
I mean, they have Ravage,
they have
actually.
Ravage.
Maybe they do.
They have the birds. I mean, they lost the mother bird, but do you need her?
Actually, Mother Bird not that OP compared to 3 baby birds. And you see the courier coming back? They are relentlessly scouting for this. That Perseverance will never get home.
Yeah, they're leaving remnants all the time to scout, and look how fast they're bringing down the racks as well. As soon as the damage starts going on, those birds are just crazy.
You know, that will be the battle fury if that bird ever get home, the courier bird.
The courier bird. So many birds in this game.
Radiant's
Please.
top barracks has fallen.
The melee racks will go down, the range racks,
So they've been double racks without contests. Courier again has to retreat from the
Oh,
more
no!
dangerous birds.
run!
Okay.
Oh, actually, he could... Okay,
He takes the
that's-
high ground.
Alright. That's some Korean Air Force stuff going on right there.
Alright, I think that was enough of a silence. We can talk now.
Yes.
Lumi with the jokes. Alright, so... I mean, you're 2 lanes down. You don't really have much of the way in team fight unless you land like a perfect sphere, right?
No.
And is this the first, like, LAN that 4SC's ever attended?
Yes. As a team, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, it is. Because they were at the IESF, I believe.
Only 2 members.
Only 2 of the members. Only Trixi and JerAx.
Oh, the birds will catch out Matumbaman. The silence will fall up. There's the Orchid. The mats are being stacked up here. Matumbaman, can he make it? Oh, he gets
no
crushed.
buyback.
And the Sober will take him down. It's a Chrono actually only gets Sing Sing, who walks into it, I believe.
He walks into it.
Yeah, they will get Sing Sing, but at the cost of so much.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
and the cost of the entire team. Buyback comes out from the Dragon, but I believe this is the beginning of the end. Double buyback comes through. The Rax will still go down as qojkva is running the interference on the front line. Triple buyback now, but Boy will go down.
Yeah,
and
they
so will
just die
JerAx.
to like 2 or 3 right clicks from anyone.
GG.
And GG gets called, and 4ASC are eliminated.
Well, 2 very convincing games.
To be honest, I really feel like 4ASC still made it quite far, considering. I mean, we talked about it in the pregame. I think a lot of people going into the series probably had Team Tinker at least slightly favored. Maybe not a huge margin, but I don't know if 4ASC necessarily played the best Dota that I've ever seen them play either.
No, I mean, obviously they were not shining now as much as they were in